Welcome to the AeriumX multiple masternode setup guide. Now this is the second part to the first part video that we did with setting up your first masternode. So after you've set up your first masternode, this is the steps that you want to take to set up your second, third, fourth, and so on the same server. Now if you put 5, 10 on a server, you can always create another server and then put 5 or 10 more on there to break them up between servers. So you may be going back to that first tutorial to follow those steps again to set up a new server. But if we're putting multiple masternodes on the same server, these are the steps that we want to follow. So the first part's very easy. We want to go through the same exact steps we did originally. So make sure that the AEX minting is off. We're going to go over to the debug console, same exact steps as before, put in the master code keygen. Then we want to go ahead and give our account an alias. So I'm just going to go ahead and call this tutorial masternode number 2. And now we got a wallet address right here. Again, make sure we copy that exactly as is. Go over to the send coins, paste the address. You should see your label pop up right in there. We're going to send exactly 1,000 coins. You will need some coins for the fee, however. Go ahead and click send. Now, this is going to give you one last chance to double check your address. Make sure that this address is correct or you will not be able to access your coins. Go ahead and click yes to send those coins, and then you're all set. Now, the next step that we have to do here is go ahead and set up our config file. So I'm going to click on Tools and open the Masternode config file. Same as before, we can just copy the exact thing that we had before, make another line, paste it below. This is going to be tutorial masternode number 2 is what we called it right here, tutorial MNNO2. Tutorial MNNO2. We are going to keep the same IP as before because we're putting it on the same server, so you can leave that. This right here, we need to change to the new key that's been generated. So we're going to go ahead and paste this right in here. And then I'm going to grab the transaction ID. We're going to get the masternode outputs like we did before and double check this because we want to make sure we have the right output. But I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in there right now because I know I'm going to need that. So while that finishes sending, so I can get my outputs for the config file here, I'm going to just move on to step 2, which is the VPS, okay? So setting up the VPS. Now this part is a little more simple than it was the first time around. So I'm going to go over here. Let's go over to view console. Oops, looks like I had some stuff going on here. So sign into your console. You should just be in the root right here, just like that. And what we want to do is we need to install the script. So you want to type in this right here, the wget space, and then the URL. So I'm going to type that in real fast. And then we're going to go ahead and click enter. Now if we type in LA-LS, we should see the mn multi-setup _1. So to run this, we just have to run the script. We type period dash, you type mn, and then hit the tab button. Oh, we need to make this executable first. So what we need to do is type chmon plus x mn multi setup 1.sh. Sorry, chmod plus x mn multi setup underscore 1.sh. Now if we do /mn and then hit tab, it'll fill in the rest for us, and we click enter, and it's going to ask us, do we want to set up a new master node on the same IP? So you just type in Y for yes and hit enter. So what it's going to do is it's going to stop the server if it's running and then set everything up and then start it again, or I already have it stopped, so it generated everything we need. So we need the new masternode private key. Now the masternode private key is simply this key right here. So we're going to jump back over here and again just type this in right here, making sure that we put it in exactly as it is and don't make any mistakes. So once you have that in there properly, go ahead and hit enter. And now that our coins have finished transferring on our wallet here, we should be able to start this. If you go ahead and type in it says right here to start your new masternode, AeriumXD2. So AeriumX server is starting. That is a good sign. Now let's jump back over to our wallet real quick. And I just want to confirm our masternode outputs that we had put in. So if we type in masternode outputs, oops. All right, and then we knew this one was the 8BB, so I'm going to go find that one real quick. Okay, so here it is right here, 8BB. The output ID is 0. So we want to make sure it's a 0, and there it is, just like that. So click File, Save. Go ahead and save that. Close it, close out of the wallet. And now we just want to jump back over, open up the wallet again. Now, just like before, once we get in here, we are going to go to our masternode list. And you will have to wait a minute for everything to update for it to actually update. But you'll see we have tutorial masternode right here. And I have this one. I actually stopped the server to set up the second one manually. So that's why this one isn't ticking anymore. But it shouldn't be a problem if you just follow the tutorial the way we did. This one should be going the first one. Now the second one, we'll go ahead and click Start Alias. We want to start tutorial MN number 2. Click Yes. Type in our passphrase. All right, it says alias successfully started masternode. Click OK. And now we can just jump back over here. And again, we're going to have to wait just a few minutes to double check. We can go ahead and type in the /AeriumX-CLI get info. And again, we should see, it says it didn't, I forgot the first one, I had stopped it. So it's AeriumX 2, because we're checking the second one that I had just started, get info. right? Okay, so this is what we wanted to see, right? Because this is the second AeriumX 2 is the second one we just set up. So that's all there. Let's go ahead and try the AeriumX 2-CLI Masternode status. Okay, so it's still waiting to be activated. That's probably because the wallet's still synchronizing. So let's just give this another few minutes here, and then I'm going to come back and try that one more time. All right, so we gave it a couple seconds here. Let's try this one more time. Okay, so I tried it a few times. It's still not saying started. So I'm just going to come back over here and do start alias again and try and start it up. Says successfully, Masternode successfully started. If that's occurring, it could just be because I was doing it while it was updating. So once, now that it's finished synchronizing and everything, I went in and try and start it again. Let's see if that worked. Okay, so let's give it just another minute here and see if it's gonna start up. All right, so it just took a few more minutes. I waited about 3 minutes there. As you see, I finally did it, /AeriumX2-CLI Masternode status. It says it successfully started. I did come back over here and I, again, started it up again after it synchronized. Maybe the first time it didn't fit. Click, but again, we're all set up now. We have our 2 masternodes set up on the same IP. Again, they should be updating. You come back in 10, 20, 30 minutes, you should see the timer coming up here. And again, it's going to take about 24 hours. After that 24 hours, you'll see your first reward come in within the first 1 to 8 hours. And then about every 8 hours after that, you'll be receiving your masternode rewards. So if you have any questions about setting up the masternodes, oh, real quick, before I forget, now that you have this set up with 2 masternodes on the same IP, if you want to set up more on here, you're going to follow the same exact tutorial in this video, except for when you get to the VPS part, you do not have to put the script on the server anymore. So you don't have to do the wget and then type out that long URL with Discord. You just come on over here and you're just going to do the // and then put mn and hit tab, and it's going to pop up just like that and hit enter, and then it's going to ask you if you want to set up your second masternode, and you hit yes and go through and then put in your key, and you're all set with your third, fourth, fifth, and you just set them up like that. So again, if you have any questions, anything you need troubleshooted, errors you're getting, go ahead, put them in the Discord, let us know, and we'll do our best to get those answered for you.